So before we head over to help Miss Waycrest, let's see if we can find these kids, because trogs are not, well, I mean, for me, they're kind of a joke, but not for kids. It appears to have been emptied by the trogs. Come on. Beginner's Guide to Archaeology. Okay. Is it a rock? How to identify relics? Where are you? How far did they get? A half-eaten journal. Looks like it's one of the kids. Marcus Howlingdale, the Adventurers Society.
Scurvy.
Hey, you found our stuff. Nigel's grandpa is nice and all, but he'd have slowed us down. Adventure, fortune, and fame awaited. Maybe we should have brought a weapon or something, though. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. My friends and I want to be explorers, so we made this society. There are trogs here, right? So that means there's probably ancient stuff nearby. The books say trogs like shiny things, so we pulled some of our allowance and gave them gold so that we could dig. It didn't work out like we expected. I escaped, but they've got my friends. I've been trying to think about how to get them out. Could you do it? We'll include you in our exploration report as an honorary member. Ah, fine. I think I'm gonna stand back over there. The light's better for reading. Good luck. Gee, thanks. What's this? The discarded paper contains a list of the items that the Adventurers Society has found during the course of their excavation here at the Northern Caverns. It is unlikely that they actually found relics, but there's no harm in recovering the items that the kids found. At the least, they're souvenirs of the adventure. Sure. Come on. Gather round. Gather round.
It's too far away.
What is this? A genuine Titan disc. It's a rock. Well, you know, this is... I mean, this is like it was for us back in the day when we were kids, where we would use things to, you know, and pretend that they were certain things to play our games. You know, it's like, oh, I wanted to see what that was. An ancient pot? Ancient potsherds. Probably a broken pot from a ransacked Kul Tiras campsite. Yeah. You know, it's the whole make-believe part. Oh gosh, I'll get you out of there. I'll go find Marcus. See you there.
I need to target something first.
Stay away, you smelly trogs. Thank you. I was gonna run out of pockets. Or, I'm sorry, I was gonna run out of rocks up here. Gosh, I must be out of it or something. I'm going to hide with Marcus. You do that. Hey, over here! Hey! Thanks! Who knew that trogs could use magic? Well, maybe this is why you guys shouldn't just run off. I'm gonna go find Marcus and wait with him. See you there. Yep. Kids.
Target.
Is this over here? His last relic, and what's that? Rosgore. Whoa! Did pulling that guy aggro everything in the area? Whatever. Meta. Behold the power. Well, you know. Although, if I was the DPS spec, it'd be more adequate, because then I'd actually look the part of the demon within. You guys know. You know.
It's too far away. Attack that.
A relic of the Makers. It's not Titan Forged, but it isn't Kul Tiras either. Huh. I fly by these kids, see this mountain, like, ah! It's like, it's alright. It's alright, kids. He's with me.
Daddy says I need my sea legs, but I've already got 2 legs.
You look like you've been in a fight. Did you introduce those chogs to the business end of your weapon? That's what I would have done. Give them a good right hook, and then a left. Pow! Bam! I bet they're sorry for messing with you. You have no idea what I have dealt with. Whoa, you found our relics? Aren't they neat? Sure. Isn't our stuff neat? We found real relics. I bet Bran Bronzebeard will be impressed. We're gonna write to him once we get back home. Okay, that's real cute. They actually, like, look at Bran as, like, a big hero, and so they, they want to write fan mail to him. And I can just see Bran be like, oh, isn't that adorable? You know, reading all that. Yay, you saved my friends. I mean, they probably could have escaped on their own, but it was nice that you could distract the trogs for him. That's everyone but Nigel. He's in the big cave. I bet he went up there to look for relics, but now he's tied up. Would you save him too? All right. Things I do to help out kids. Earth break you! Oh. I could actually interrupt that.
target.
Nigel, what are you doing? Come on, let's get out of here. That kid was about to be turned on a... and roasted and eaten. Nigel, there you are. Oh, his grandpa's here. Yep, they're in trouble. Yeah, by the way, I just saved your grandson from being eaten.
Many travelers here.
Thank you for saving my grandson and his friends. I'm sure that they will make fine explorers when they're adults, which will be about the time they're no longer grounded.
Even wrong.
Yep. Do you kids know that you're not supposed to sneak out? Yes, Gramps. Yes, Gramps. Yes, sir. You're all grounded for 2 months! Aw, come on, Gramps. Aw, but we're explorers. Keep that up and I'll make it 3 months! You're lucky that Nixon happened along and was able to save you. Yep. Well, sorry kids, have fun being grounded for a couple of whole months. But considering how dangerous this entire place is, it's kind of understandable. I mean, you guys have seen what we're already dealing with in this zone already. This is not a safe place for kids. This is a horrible, very dangerous place. Alright, so let's go meet this Thomas Stoughton at Carver's Harbor. Let's see what's going on over here. What did I aggro? Ah, whatever.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Oh, thank the light. Someone came. I can't handle this myself. Roland Hacksaw was the best butcher that I've ever worked with. What in the world? Seriously?
May blight fall upon them.
I cannot believe those birds follow me all the way over here. How far is their aggro range? I thought they would have eventually just like, forget about him. Nope, they followed me all the way over here.
I need to target something first.
Don't get many travelers here.
Okay. This is going to sound strange, Demon Hunter, but... first off, how do you know what I am? How do you know what a Demon Hunter is? But some of my workers were turned into pigs. Lucky I was out on an errand, or I would have been caught too. Now my people are tied up awaiting... processing. Ugh. I can't get past those monsters, but you look like the sort who could. Not sure if this helps, but I could have sworn I heard some wild cackling coming from the warehouse. Please, save my people. Wolves with strange glowing eyes have taken over the area. I don't know what they are or why they're glowing, but it cannot mean anything good. They have to be removed. Please, Demon Hunter, slay them before more of my friends are killed. Alright. Roland Hacksaw was the best butcher I've ever worked with, but he's gone insane. He's still processing pigs into sausage. You have to stop him. So let me get this straight. Your friends have been turned into pigs. Human friends. Humans have been turned into pigs. And this butcher is about to turn them into sausage. I'm sorry, do we have a Soylent Green situation going on here? Soylent Green is people!
Should we grow?
Yeah. Kudos if you can get that reference. It's horrifying, but... Ugh. Seriously, look at this. You know what I was saying earlier? Yeah, there's a lot of horrifying things going on in this zone. A lot of this stuff is just kind of straight out of horror movies. For the record, I don't do well with horror movies. I'd like to sleep at night, thank you very much. Hi, Trevor. Let me get you out of there.
I'm out of range.
Run, buddy. Run, run, run. Hang on, Travis. he is.
I need to get closer.
Go, Travis. Go. Get out of here. Alright. Make sure these are getting tracked. There's another quest right over here, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, that looks awful. The glassy eyes of the pig fetish seem to follow you as you approach. The dark power emanating from the witch's fetish must be what is keeping the workers transformed. Perhaps Thomas Stoughton might have some idea of what to do with it. Ugh. Gross. Let me take care of this butcher before things get bad. You'll make for some fine bacon. Oh gosh. Nope.
Far away.
Here's a horrifying thought I just had. You see all that right there? How much of that were people that were turned into pigs? How many? How much? Oh gosh. This whole zone is just filled with horrifying implications. Let me get you out of there, Burke.
Can't attack that.
Don't worry, Kyle. I'll get you out of there in just a second.
Mainlander, eh?
Oh, man. All his friends here. Like how Kyle there just kind of passed out. Thank you for sending my workers to a safe spot. Hopefully my men won't have to remain pigs for long. With those monsters gone, no more of my people are going to get killed. Poor Roland. He was very good at his work. One of the finest butchers in Drusvar, but it's just a true shame his talents were put to such horrible use. Huh. Removing it didn't break the curse? Damn. We'll have to try something else. That foul thing has to be what's keeping my men transformed into pigs. Well, there isn't too much that can withstand a good cleansing fire. I say we burn it. Toss it into the campfire.
Upon the coven.
It worked.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
You did it! The spell is broken, and my men are back to normal. Well, mostly. They're alive, at least. Now we can get back to normal around here. If you see Elijah in Volhaven, tell him that he'll get his sausages soon.
Cursed.
Really? Okay. Again, how long did this go on? How many people... How... Oh gosh, I don't even want to think about it. That's just too horrible and horrifying to really consider. You know, it's funny, from up here I can already see the area where the hangman's noose is supposed to be. Well, let's just go ahead and get back on the ground, shall we? I don't want to do all of this simply flying. What is this? Emily Mayville. Hello? Lost Sailor's Memorial. In search of the next horizon, I follow a constant star. The sea is vast and empty. The journey takes me far. Darkness falls, the wind now howls. The sky no longer cleared. Straining eyes search the skies, but the stars have disappeared. Through squall and storm, wind and rain, White Lady, guide my path. Shine through and bless me with protection from the sea's mighty wrath. The winds arise, my ship is tossed. Our course I fight to keep, struggling against the tides. We are pulled into the deep. Blue child, comfort the one I love, the one I left alone. The sea is a cruel mistress. I'll not be returning home. Why are you crying? Such loss. I had no idea it could hurt this much. What happened? When they came to the door, I should have realized. They never show up when it's something good. I knew right then the dream was over. Is there anything that I can do to help? Well, there is one thing that could help. What is it? Let me eat your hearts! Seriously? The Coven's rejection tore out my soul. Now I will take yours! Seriously? I have a feeling many of you witches here don't have any idea what demon hunters actually are in this setting. But then again, they do this regardless of whatever class you are. I wonder how long she was just, sitting here pretending to be, like, crying, just waiting for someone to come by. I will be bound by no coven. What is with all the candles on your back? I don't know, it's probably part of the whole spell casting thing with me. Who knows? They will writhe and scream as I rip them open and devour them. Yeah, okay, you're starting to reach a point where it's like, yeah, I don't feel bad about this at all. I mean, you did try and trick me to try to, like, tear out my soul. You've ruined everything. I don't even get to loot her? Or get anything for loot? Really? Whatever, I guess she just counts towards that achievement, which I'm probably never gonna do. Okay, keep going down this road. Apparently there's a boss right over here. What is it? The Quill Rat Matriarch. Let's see. Straight up ahead. Alright. You know, them seeing me come in on this is probably, yeah, let's just switch mounts. There we go. That's a little bit more inviting for them.
Lucille Waycrest, you stand accused of practicing witchcraft and of inflicting a curse upon the village of Fletcher's Hollow. You will be hereby tried for...
Constable!
A stranger approaches! Oh, how I loathe interruptions! What is your business here, mainlander?
Well... Excuse me for a moment. Lucille Waycrest.
How can I help? Glory to House Waycrest.
Okay, do these people just have common knowledge of what each of our classes are? Like, do they really know what a demon hunter is? Or a death knight? Or a warlock?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Can't you see that we're busy here, demon hunter? I assume that you have a reason for interrupting this trial. Oh my gosh, this really is straight up like that scene from Monty Python. And what makes you think she is a witch? She looks like one, yeah! That's straight up what this is. So, you wish to speak with the accused? I see no reason why not. Be quick about it, though. I will not have our trial delayed. This woman will answer for the fate of our village.
Look! Riders approaching from the woods!
More interruptions! What is it this time?
Constable Framer, I order you to release the Lady Waycrest into my custody.
Miss Waycrest stands accused of witchcraft. We will not turn her over unless she is absolved of this crime.
There is no time to argue. If you refuse to stand aside, we'll take her by force.
You will do no
Simon
such thing,
Templeton?
Marshal. I order you to stand down.
Oh. That sounds straight up like, I believe that's his name, Simon Templeton, the man who voiced Loghain in Dragon Age Origins, and Admiral Geralt in Mass Effect. Hold on a second. Let me double check. I want to make sure I get the name correct, because that man deserves the credit of me getting his name right, because that's how fine of a job he has done throughout his career. I'm quite a fan of his as a voice actor. Templeman, excuse me. Yes, he was also Cain in the Legacy of Kain games. He was also... Oh, he was Jacob Danik. That's right. He was, you know, in Dead Space 3. That's right. And, of course, Tern Loghain MacTier in Dragon Age Origins. Yes, Simon Templeton. Wait, is it Templeton or Templeman? Oh, it's either one. It says he's also known as Simon Templeton. Or Templeman. Either way, that man is an excellent voice actor. And boy, am I glad to hear his voice here. So, Miss Waycrest.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
That's an interesting way to look at her through the noose. You've arrived at a strange time, Mainlander. What is your business here? I'm here to rescue you. Rescue? And do you plan on cutting down these villagers to free me as well? I mean, if I have to. I mean, it's easy for me to do. No. If you wish to help, you'll need to help me with the Marshal. While their accusations are misplaced, these are still my people, and I will not have them harmed to save me some discomfort. I will let them have their trial and prove to them my innocence. However, I fear that the Marshal may take matters into his own hands, and I'm a bit tied up here, so see if you can convince him to let this trial run its course. I'm not sure if I want this trial to run its course.
Keep your sails
But-
true.
I mean... okay. So, Loghain, Marshal Everett.
We must drive out the darkness.
I almost thought he was going to say, drive out the Darkspawn. I'm just saying this. I'm going to be referencing him as Loghain throughout our time here. So, Lady Waycrest has asked that you convince me to let her stand trial. I think she underestimates the danger of this situation. The sooner I can return the Lady Waycrest to High Road Gate, the better, but I will honor her wishes if we can assure her safety. There are dark things happening in these lands that you don't fully understand. If we must dally, then there are measures that need to be taken. First, the wildlife here can serve as eyes to dark powers. Kill them. There is more to worry about in these woods than simple beasts. Our enemy employs constructs of wicker and bone that can rip a man apart. Fortunately for us, these constructs are not very perceptive. Take these traps and set them up throughout the woods behind us. If our enemies do seek to ambush us here, at least these will slow their minions down. I'm gonna be doing his voice as Logain the whole time, just like you know. I can't help it.
Remain vigilant.
Do you guys have any idea how many times I have played through Dragon Age Origins? And how many times I have heard him say his lines as Logain? I'm just saying. I like how the Raven is watching us. But then again, Odin is a thing in this setting, so I'm not surprised. Auntie Amanda Hale. What are you doing back here all by yourself? I'm so worried about my... Oh, that's your niece. Wait. Her last name is Waycrest, and... Oh, I'm guessing you got the last name Hale from your husband. I'm guessing. Otherwise, wouldn't you have the last name of Waycrest? First off, let's get rid of these wolves. That's what I meant to say.
I'm out of range.
Oh, come on. What's the matter? Come on. That was not too far. Get back over here. Like, come on. That was not too... Oh, come on. Ugh.
Target.
Oh. It would be funny if these actually were Odin's ravens, and he's like, "What are you doing? Destroying my ravens?" Doesn't, you know, whatever. I'd be okay with that, because I hate Odin. Then I'll just have to set up all these traps.
I can't attack that target.
Trap here, trap there. Trap, trap, trap. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get this trial underway, shall we?
We must act with haste.
Not a beast in sight. Good. The foes of this land must not find us here in the open. Good. Those traps should alert us in case anything tries to sneak up on us through the woods. You have brought us a modicum of safety, Demon Hunter.
Bought us some time, Mainlander. Let's just hope that these villagers truly mean no harm to the Lady Waycrest. Constable, you may continue this trial.
At last, let's get on with it. Has Miss Waycrest determined how she wishes to be tested?
Drustvar stands firm.
Witchcraft has long lived in the superstitions of the people here. It is only recently that some of these superstitions have become reality. According to tradition, one who is tried for witchcraft is allowed to choose the means by which they are tested from among the requests of her peers. The villagers here, no doubt, have some strange beliefs of what witches can and cannot do. speak with them and see what we can do to prove my innocence. Question 5 of the villagers in Hangman's Point. Alright. She looks like a witch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just one of my favorite lines from that movie. What makes you think she's a witch? She looks like one.
Mainlander, eh?
I've heard that a witch's flesh is impervious to flame. That's why we hang them when they're found guilty. If you want to convince me, put a torch to her. Let's not do that, please.
On the cover.
Don't get many travelers here.
Well, my ma always told me that a witch would never cry, no matter how hurt or sad they got. Miss Waycrest didn't cry one bit, even after being told that she would be put on trial. She must be a witch.
Mainlander, eh?
Something must be done to stop the curse on our village. Surely killing the witch who cast the spell should break it. They're not even sure if this would work. They're just trying whatever. But then again, this is not surprising. Sometimes this is how desperate people get. They'll try literally anything, no matter how horrible it is, just to get it done. And if it doesn't work, well, then they'll just try again or something. I'm not sure. There's a rumor that a witch could never sick up, since their belly is constantly emptied by the dark spirits living within her. I'm not sure how you could prove that, though.
Don't get many travelers here.
Back in the old days, we would weigh them down and throw them into the river. If they resurfaced, we know they'd made an unholy pact, and they'd get the noose. It's like in the movie. It's like, well, let's see if she floats.
Land business cursed and on my mind.
I heard a story a while back that there was a witch who lived in the swamp, and the way the villagers found her out was because of the blood flies there. They wouldn't go near her. They bit everyone else, but they wouldn't bite her. They say it was because a witch's blood is so foul that not even a blood fly will touch it.
Even rotten crops we grow.
Okay, I think we found a few possible ways to do this, though it's not going to be entirely pleasant. By the way, look at that. There's an executioner literally right behind her like, alright, I'm ready. I'm ready to chop her head off.
Greetings, Outlander.
Well, those are certainly some interesting beliefs. I think it's safe to rule out the fire and the drowning, don't you think? It looks like that leaves us with 3 different tests. Yeah, the first test should be simple enough. While I may not do so often, I am certainly capable of crying. Though, to be honest, I've never had to cry on cue. Maybe you could help with that, though. Nearby there is an onion field that belonged to one... We're getting onions. We're gonna peel onions right in front of her. It's abandoned and most of it has dried up by now, but you might be able to find one onion ripe enough that there is enough to cause some tears. Well, I'm all too familiar with the blood flies bite. We had them all over the field surrounding Waycrest Manor. Though I'm loath to subject myself to them on purpose, if it will help convince these people, I'm willing to deal with that nuisance. Find a jar and collect as many blood flies as you can. They are common in these parts and shouldn't be hard to find. This last test I'm not looking forward to, but it's certainly better than being set on fire. They say that a witch can't get sick. Well, we'll prove to them that I can. A venom comes from the sorrelisks nearby that is used by our healers when a child swallows something that they shouldn't. When ingested, it will make you immediately ill, emptying the contents of the stomach. You'll need several of their venom glands to get enough venom for an appropriate dose. Removing them intact may prove difficult.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
Alright, let me go ahead and grab the Flight Master that's over here. Okay. This is gonna be a little interesting. This poor woman. Because think about what we're about to do to her. We're about to... I mean, the onions making her cry thing, that's not really that bad. But we're also about to have blood flies bite her. And we're about to make her vomit. Like, force her to vomit. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
Many travelers here.
Oh, hello there. I'm sorry, we don't get many mainlanders in these parts. This plot was my husband Sam's farm. He used to tend to the onion fields every day before the curse befell Glenbrook and took him with it. With my husband gone, this farm is all that I have left, and these quill rats are making sure that I don't even get that. I'd hate to bother a perfect stranger, but could you help quell this infestation? Fine, as long as I can also get the onions I need.
To target something first.
Hey, a Pandaren priest. Well, there's the matriarch. Look, I'll help clear these quill rats, and then I'll work on collecting the onion. I like how these are basically porcupines, but we can't call them porcupines, so we have to call them something else. Alright, let's call them a quill rat. Huh. Alright, we have our onion. Hey, leave her alone. You know what's funny? There are certain things that I could do to, like, you know...
Mainlander, eh?
Hold on. Thank you, Demon Hunter. Maybe in reviving these fields, I can bring back a bit of Sam's goodness back to this accursed land. What I was gonna say is that being a demon hunter, it's more than capable, you know, possible for me to be to do something that can basically cause the villagers to be like, okay, and just kind of agree with me that she's innocent, that she's not a witch. You know, like, it's like, so let me ask you this: is it possible, like, if she was actually a witch in disguise, would she defend herself if attacked? They'd be like, okay, sure. And I just levitate her as if I'm going to attack her. And she's like, ah! And I'm like, all right, defend yourself. Come on. Come on. And then I basically do nothing as if I'm going to pretend to attack her. She does nothing. And I drop her. And all right, and I turn the village. I'm like, all right, she didn't defend herself. She's innocent. We all cool with that? You all agree with me? And there's a number of classes you could do that where it's like, yep. Yep. I'm gonna make you all agree with me. You all got a problem with that? Okay.
It's too far away.
Alright.
It's too far away.
Okay, guys, look. I'm bringing them to you. Over here. Look, see? Come on. I corralled them and brought them to you. we not all get credit for this? I would think we would.
I'm out of range.
Alright. That was 2 more. Alright. By the way, I actually named the puppy Felly because it's a fell pup, so I just named her Felly. Isn't that cute? Isn't she cute? She'll even dance for me sometimes on her hind legs. It's really adorable. Come on, Felly. Let's go save the lady. Yeah, this won't be pleasant for her. Sorry, Lucille. I'm sorry about what I'm about to do to you. But, like you said, it's better than the alternative of being burned or drowned.
Traveler.
So, have you had any luck at the onion field? Oh, great, you found one. I was worried that there wouldn't be much left growing on that farm. The people of Drusvar could learn a thing or two from that hardy onion. Well done. With this many blood flies, at least one is bound to bite me. I may be overdoing it a bit. Good. This toxin should have the desired effect. God, I can't believe I'm going to go through with this. I can't either. The burden of proof. I think we have everything that we need to conduct 3 of the villagers' tests. Let us hope that this is enough to convince them. I'm sure that Constable Framer is chomping at the bit over there to proceed with this trial. And I would prefer it if you were the one to administer the tests. I may not know you well, but I trust you farther than the constable. Speak with him when you're ready to begin, and do me a favor. Make this quick. I think I will.
A steady tiller
Are you
prevails.
quite finished? I'm becoming impatient.
You know, I could just simply remove this blindfold I have on my face right now and Cyclops you right now. Okay, I could eye blast you right now. Or, because I'm tank spec, I could just do this. Do you want me to do that? Because I will.
Yes?
Don't test me, man. We're ready to begin the
Final.
trial.
I've important work. Finally! The trial can commence! As is customary, the Lady Waycrest has chosen the tests she will undergo to prove her innocence of the accused crime of witchcraft. She has selected this mainlander to administer the tests. An unusual choice, but as a show of good faith, I will allow it. The first test will be the shedding of tears. Let it be known that Miss Waycrest shed not one tear during this entire process. Is the accused even capable of weeping? Show us, that we may pass our judgment.
Go ahead, Mainlander. Show them.
Alright, time to start peeling an onion.
She's crying? Witches can't do that, can they?
Calm down, calm down! There may still be trickery afoot. We will continue with the trial. The second test will be the stinging of insects. It is well known that even
Oh,
the
I'm
voracious
sorry.
blood fly will not taste of a witch's vile blood. Release the flies, then watch as they scatter from her bewitched flesh.
Don't worry about me. I can handle a few bug bites.
These are not just a few. This is quite a few of them.
Ow!
stings.
The bugs don't seem to be avoiding her. If anything, they're biting more than usual.
Interesting, but hardly conclusive. Let us move on to the final test, the purging of the viscera. It is well known that a witch's power is fueled not by food, but by consuming the souls of her victims. Her insides are an empty husk. Are you prepared to prove otherwise, Miss Waycrest?
Indeed, I shall. The venom, Mainlander.
I'm sorry, I just have to say, I find it funny for a couple of things. One, I find it funny that he keeps saying, it is well known that a witch's power, like, apparently, like, things about witches are just commonly well known. The other thing is that this is a setting where magic is an actual real thing, and it's a very common thing. I can prove this because of things that we saw in Legion, both in Kirin Tor, or not Kirin Tor, Dalaran. For goodness sakes, just Dalaran alone is proof enough. And Suramar. You guys remember, like, all the things that were just commonly, you know, being used with magic in Suramar? Or even in the Mage's class order hall, where you just kind of do the Mickey Mouse thing of use magic on brooms and brooms just start cleaning the place by itself. This is common knowledge. And yet, this whole witchcraft thing is like... I feel like these people are a little sheltered to things that are actually common knowledge outside of Kul Tiras. Just based on some of these reactions. Oh, this is not gonna be pleasant. I'm about to make her vomit. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't feel so...
She got sick! That's impossible!
Oh.
Maybe she's not after all. But what of our village?
Quiet! I will be the one passing judgment here. I remain unconvinced. This still does not explain the happenings at Fletcher's Hollow.
What? After all I just went through?
Tests or no, you will only be absolved once we uncover the truth of what happened to our village.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mainlander, but I may have to ask another favor.
You know, Lucille, I can literally just... I can literally just end this right now. Just say the word. I'm a demon hunter. I can literally convince this constable to let you go. Just give me the word, and there's a number of ways I can do this.
How can I help?
This would also be the case if I was playing some other classes, like a warlock, and just like, start drain life. You know, there's a number of ways I can go about this. Well, that didn't turn out as expected. It appears that my absolution may be truly in your hands. Let's see. I'll go with the drape. It's obvious that the constable won't be swayed until we discover what happened at Fletcher's Crow. I know very little of myself, only that the village has been overrun by monstrous creatures. I must ask that you travel there in my stead and try to uncover what befell the village. I'm sure that Marshal Reed will prevent the constable from harming me while you're away. Do this for me, and I will help you as I can. Sure.
And following seas.
Okay. Alright, so now I know this is one of those mounts you can get early on in the game, but it's always been one of my favorite mounts, at least especially for a night elf. I mean, for goodness sakes, this has always been Tyranda's mount. I mean, not this particular tiger, but a tiger. Oh, I know what that is. That's the fisherman guy. You can even do... I've already done that on the horde side, because that's just kind of a neutral thing where you can go over there. And it actually increases your fishing skill, believe it or not, if you do that quest. So this must be their village. Hello there. Oh, he's the ferry master.
Good day to you. Look all ways to the sea.
I was just curious if I could unlock him as like a dock. Inner Tide Watcher. Aha. Well. Ooh, hello.
Welcome to Fletcher's Hollow, Mainlander. Sorry for the mess, but we've got a bit of a witch problem on our hands. Unless you plan on helping out, I suggest you move along.
I mean, you're not even going to ask me to help out? Mayor? You're looking at a demon hunter. I'm pretty sure that that's as good as you're going to get when it comes to helping clear this place out of a curse.
Make it quick.
You're looking to help solve this curse? Well, that's good to hear. We can surely use all the help that we can get. I'm happy to help you get to the bottom of this. But first things first, though, we need to save some of our villagers. Care to lend a hand? Sure, I guess. These things seem intent on capturing our people, but we're not quite sure what for. The ones in the town might be too tough to reach right now, but we might be able to save some of the woodsmen who work along the strand. Head to the lumber fields just east of here and see if there's anyone still alive out there. We can shelter them from here until we can arrange safe passage out of here.
You hear that, boys? The Mainlander's gonna help us take our town back. Let's hope you brought an army in that pack of yours.
I am an army. Seriously, I'm a demon hunter. I am an army. I'm all you need. We've managed to hold this hill, but the wicked creatures have moved in to surround us. We're not going to be able to move into the town if we don't get them off of our flanks. This is where you come in, Demon Hunter. Oh, so you do know what I am, apparently. See if you can clear out some of their numbers in the lumber fields. That way, when we move in, we only need to worry about one front.
Enough chit-chat.
What I love is that my response can be a number of things based on whatever class we are. Like, if I was on my shaman, I could be like, my army is all around you. You know, and I could be like, watch me call upon the elements. You know, like, you know, if I was on my warlock, I'm like, I have an army with me. It's just not visible. You know, I get all Gul'dan on her. Or if I'm on my death knight, I could be like, oh, I have an army. They're all around you. And I just start summoning the dead. You know, just, there's a number of ways you could go about this if you really want to have some fun with it. Alright, Flight Master. So, we'll be trying to help take care of this village and saving Lady Waycrest when we return. Stay tuned.